We're less than a month away from the start of the WNBA playoffs, and man, there are some big games with a lot on the line this weekend. Hashtag WNBA Twitter, lock in, because we're talking ball with Meghan L, who covers the Atlanta Dream for the Atlanta Voice. Meghan, thanks for dropping in on your day off. This weekend, lots on the line. It's that time of the year where we're talking playoffs, we're talking getting in, or we're talking seedings. And since you cover the Atlanta Dream, let's start with them. Huge rematch this Sunday against the Las Vegas Aces. The Aces have already clinched their spot in the playoffs. So how big is this game for the Dream?
Yeah, well, first of all, thanks so much for having me. I think this is a huge game. The Dream are 4-6 in their last 10 games. The last time they played, they lost by 21. I think Jackie Young went off for 24 points. Like, it just was not great. The Aces were acing, doing all the things that they do. So speed was really a problem for the Dream. So they absolutely have to win this game. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, the Dream is hoping this doesn't turn into a nightmare, again, especially when it's talking about that last playoff push. Another team, or two teams I want to talk about, the Dallas Wings. They went 7-3 in July, but they're just 1-3 in August. They got a big one coming up on Saturday when they host the Connecticut Sun. They need a bounce-back win, so which team needs the W the most?
Yeah, I'm going to go the Wings. Honestly, you might have seen that they've been talking about how fatigued they are. At one point, they'd played 4 games in 8 days. That's almost unheard of in the WNBA. So I think for them, they have to win this game. You got to get your players going early, and they have enough shooters to get it done.
Yeah, fatigue when pushing to the playoffs, that's hashtag no excuses right there. You got to get it done, but that's going to be interesting to watch because the Connecticut Sun, again, they need that win. Let's talk about the New York local team. New York in the building. The Liberty have been on fire since the All-Star break. It's a team full of ballers, but Sabrina Ionescu has been on fire. So I got to ask you, are the Liberty the hottest team in the WNBA right now? And how big has Ionescu been for this team?
Yeah, they absolutely are. They were 8-2 in their last 10 games, which is crazy. They kind of, they've come out like a rocket, really. I think they're off to their best franchise start, which is 22-6, which is great for them. Sabrina Ionescu has been playing lights out. I think she went to that All-Star game and said, hey, I'm about to turn it up a notch here. Like, let me show you what I can really do. When you start grabbing the attention of, Steph Curry or anyone else outside the league, like, that's when you know you're doing something historic. Yep. She's absolutely a force on every side of the ball imaginable. And to see her go off for 31 against the Aces was like, what is even happening right now? Like, we are witnessing greatness right now.
Yeah, I went to my first Liberty game last month, and I'm like, man, I'd rather go to the Liberty game than the Nets game. No offense to the Brooklyn Nets, but they had Brooklyn rocking that game where I went. So last but not least, I'm going to put you on the spot right here, and I don't want any politically correct answers. Real quick, right. Name a team that will unexpectedly make it to the playoffs and not make it to the playoffs. Go.
Oh, let's go the Mercury to make it. And let's go the Sparks to not make it.
Why? Go.
I think the Sparks have been a little up and down in their last couple of games. I think 5-5 in their last 10. The Mercury just hauled off and beat the Sun, which I don't think anyone really saw coming. The Sun have been on a tear. But if you're the Mercury, you absolutely saw it coming. You know that what they're capable of. You get everyone playing at a high level. I think that's awesome. I think the other thing here is the Mercury, if they make the playoffs, what an awesome story for BG to return and they come through and make the playoffs when she comes home. Like, I think that would be phenomenal for that team, phenomenal for the WNBA. We know how much she's meant to this league, and certainly seeing them make the playoffs and make a little bit of noise would be phenomenal.
All right, again, we got a lot riding on the line this weekend with a full roster of WNBA games, so make sure you guys check that out. And Meghan L, thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure.